Hello, Sophie. Thank you very much for joining me on this video testimonial today. For everyone who's watching, please tell us who you are and what you do.
I'm Sofie Seilnacht. I am the AI lead at Bots for That. So that means that I add automations and AI into all of the parts of our business, whether that's externally or internally. I also made an AI chat agent that is integrated into Outlook, Gmail, various different platforms to help the workflow of your business easier and faster.
And if I'm right in saying that you recently got promoted to AI lead, you joined the business as what was your title when you joined the business?
I was AI engineer, yes. So I recently got promoted to AI lead.
And that was after how long?
About 8 months, maybe 8 months.
Well, that's incredible. You should be really, really happy with that. Genuinely.
I'm really happy. Yeah, thanks so much.
But what was your job search like before working with the team at Place?
It was actually miserable, honestly. It was so bad. I think I was searching for about 6 months before I even, got in contact with you. So it really felt kind of like I had no direction. Before we even started talking, I was thinking about moving back to the US because there really was no options for me out there at the time. So very grateful to have come across you when I did.
I appreciate that. Why do you think it was so tough?
The job market was pretty terrible at the time. I think it still is. So I really just wasn't getting many answers from who I was reaching out to. People didn't really want to work with me at the time, simply because I think I didn't have much experience in the roles that I was looking at. But I mean, I was working hard in the meantime. I was learning a lot, working in the background, doing projects, making sure that I had my CV updated, my GitLab repository updated. So it was pretty hard at the time, though.
I think it's always tough getting your first position out of university, especially in a tough market as well. But I remember when me and you were working together, we spoke about 2 different opportunities. Everyone said you had great energy and you had the right mindset and attitude, which, has shown why you've managed to get this position and actually get promoted. So good things come to those who wait. That's the saying, right?
I agree. Yeah. And I think that the other opportunities that I was interviewing for, it fell through for a reason, because I find the place that I'm at, I find Bots for That, honestly, the perfect place for me.
Good. So what was your experience like working with me in particular? Just give me an overview of the process and what you enjoyed.
Yeah, honestly, it came at the perfect time. Like I said, I was thinking about moving back to the US, but I remember I was going on a really long walk, trying to figure out what I was going to do with my life. And I got your message on LinkedIn, and immediately I was like, yeah, this is the person for me. He's going to help me. And you were really, really excited to help me. You jumped right in. You got me on the phone calls. You reached out to me. You helped me with prep. You kept me updated on everything that was happening, whether you knew what was going on at the time or not, in terms of how fast things were moving. So it really I couldn't have asked for a better experience. I'm very grateful for working with you and being able to have those interviews and the prep that I got. So amazing. 10 out of 10, 100 out of 10, honestly.
Well, thank you very much. And it's really, really nice to see you doing so well in the position. It really is. If you had to think back to like the one thing that you were most happy about, maybe most grateful for throughout the process, what would you say it would be?
I think it was the communication aspect. And also reaching out after the interview process and the offers, making sure that I was settling in nice, and all that. So I think just being able to have you there as a resource whenever I needed to, really helpful. Having you communicate both ways was awesome.
That's really good to hear. And my final question, we want you to be as honest as possible, right? Because we like to think we do a really good process, and you've given us 100 out of 10, which is great. But if there was one thing or a couple of things that we could improve the next time, doesn't matter how small or how big, what would you tell us? How can we improve better for next time?
I think after the immediate stages after I got the job, you did a really, really great job with reaching out and making sure I was settling in nicely. Maybe like a check-in a couple months in. I mean, I think also you've been doing a great job with keeping up to date on my career progression, which I'm so grateful for. I wasn't expecting that. It was really nice to get those messages. But maybe a check-in every couple of months just to see where we are. to keep that connection going would be, you know, a plus. I wouldn't say it's needed, but it's, you know, plus.
That's a really good point, and that was actually the reason why we brought on Skylar in customer success, because I love keeping in touch with people. I really, really do. And you know, sometimes it does prove difficult. So Skylar coming in, I think she started after you joined, so that just proves that it's the right decision to bring someone in to also help out on that. So that's really good. Just tell me for the final part then, what does the next 6 to 12 months look like with bots for that? What are you doing personally, and what are you building?
Yeah, so we're increasing the amount of AI agents that we're putting out in production, increasing the flow of automations that we have going on our platform. We have a lot of stuff planned for the AI side. I think there's probably within the future going to be like 5 or 6 more agents that we're adding to our repertoire. So really excited about that. Can't really say much yet, but
So confidential. It sounds exciting. Well, I really appreciate you taking the time to do this video testimonial, Sophie, and it's been a pleasure to work with you and watch you grow over the last 9 to 10 months. So thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for the opportunity, and I'm glad to, you know, keep in touch like this.